Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Yogi Bear. Is that Boo Boo?
No, this is Maggie May.
Join us as we follow the moon. Today we want to show you around the Frankenmuth Jellystone RV Park. This years back, I was at probably 35 years ago when it was an independent park. It's now part of the Yogi Bear Jellystone Network. And we want to show you around this park. It's pretty nice.
Yes, it is.
So come along and join us.
Thanks.
Now, as you're coming into Frankenmuth from the south, you're greeted by their sign. And just as you pass under the sign, our GPS couldn't decide if it was Weiss Street or Weiss Street, but it's the very first street that goes off to the right. You'll notice Bronners Christmas store right there in the middle. It goes right past Grandpa Tiny's farm, which is a petting zoo. You'll see more of Bronners there on the left. This is a map of the park. And they are doing a little bit of renovation on a couple rows there in the back of the park. We'll show you more of that as we take the tour of the park. Now coming up here on the right is their mini golf. Real nice mini golf.
That was real nice.
And just beyond that is the main entrance to the park. There's 3 rows coming into the park, 2 for RV staging as you're checking in, and the row furthest to the left will bring you straight back into the park. They did have manned security on the weekends, but you do have a pass that hangs from your mirror that gets you into the park. As you pull up to the gate, that little security tag on your mirror lets you right in. And over on the left is the dump station. It's a 2-lane dump. Now, I think almost all of their sites are full hookup. I think there was 1 row that wasn't. But we're going to cut through the park here over onto the right-hand side and come back just to show you what these spaces look like in the front.
And this was the older side.
Right. This was the part of the park that was here way back when I was up here. I think it's all been redone. They're nice level gravel sites. I believe they pulled in straight, if I can remember back that far, and now they're all in at an angle, so you've got nice side yard space. I think they've widened them out a little bit.
And a little more privacy too.
Absolutely. So that's the width of the front part of the park, the original loop.
And the trees are all manicured up high.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see 1 row will be pull-throughs and the next row will be back ends. And it alternates like that throughout the park.
I loved the atmosphere. It was busy.
Yeah, it was very busy. You could tell people were having a blast, but it never got to be too much. Now, coming down the side of the park, there's a great outdoor playground, volleyball set up there.
It had one of those bouncer things.
Yeah. It was just to the right here of the Cindy Bear Hall. This is a little rec area. They have activities. Now there you can see the bouncy area. They have a great outdoor pool. And right beside that is a building with the laundry in the middle. There are 2 laundry areas, this one and one up in the front. And the bathhouse is absolutely immaculate all the time.
Yes, it is.
Nice big clean showers. And they have the entrances on the main road, but they also have entrances on the back side. So if you're staying in the newer loop, you've got access to it there also. Dumpsters are all centrally located there. So we're going to come down just beyond that bathhouse. We're going to make a left, and this had just been an empty field back here. And 3 years ago, they put in this new section, 3 more rows of sites. And this was where our site happened to be. This section's predominantly pull-throughs. The last row are back in, of course, because they back up to the outside edge of the park. The weekends in this park are busy. If you're going to be here over a weekend, reservations are an absolute must, and I think midsummer they're an absolute must. This was our site here. It was nice. It was a pull-through. We had plenty of room. We could even hook the car up the night before. The hookups are all easy to get to, good locations, and our campsite had a fire pit. And it also had a small graveled patio area with a picnic table. Did have a couple of cabins, and they've got a cabin area, but they do have a couple of places that have 2 or 3 cabins scattered. So if you're there in an RV and you have family coming in to visit, you could have a cabin located real close to your campsite. It's really a nice layout.
Yeah.
Cornfield back behind. And just as we leave this section, I'm going to give you a pan back of what these campsites all look like. They're mowing and manicuring right then. We're going back into the main part of the park now. And you'll notice down along the left-hand side, the whole back row are cabins. And they've got the perfect cabin for your needs.
Yes, they do.
They've got small cabins. They've got them with the raised loft in the back, and they even have them with a handicapped ramp on them.
And I think they were all filled over the weekend while we were there.
Mm-hmm. Now you'll see some construction work going on the right. They're putting in new utilities in that row. You can tell they're constantly doing upgrades on their park, and it really shows. They have doggy stations all the way around the perimeter of both sides of the park. The side we were in is a newer side of the park, so the trees are not as mature. There's a lot of shade, a lot more mature trees over in this section. Now these were scattered around the park too for your ashes and hot coals from your fire, so you can dispose of them safely. Thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
We did see him delivering firewood out from the office in the evening too. You could order firewood, they bring it out to your site. Now straight ahead of us is the back side of the mini golf. There's picnic tables and a little outdoor seating area, so if the kids want to play mini golf and you want to sit back and relax, you can certainly do that.
And they had overflow parking on the outside too.
Now this is their indoor pool. And this whole complex, which includes the check-in office at the end, there's a bulletin board of everything going on in the area, filtered water and ice available. You name it. Whatever amenity you're looking for, this park offers it. So Cathy, what did you think of Frankenmuth Jellystone Park?
I think it's a lot of fun, but the thing that impressed me the most is it is not a holiday, but it felt like it. Everybody was out, it was packed. I don't know that they even had any empty sites, and everybody was out gathered in large groups and campfires, and even during the day it's been busy.
Yeah, it was the middle of June. The weekend before we were here was the Bavarian Festival. This was a totally off weekend in the town, and the park was hopping. There was so much energy in the park in a good way. It was wonderful. It was really a good vibe to be in.
It's a medium-sized park, but it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun.
And you know, with the expansion that we're parked in, which was done 3 years ago, and now they're going back through in the other side of the park, and they're putting in water lines, and they're doing some upgrades to some of the sites in there. It was packed over the weekend. Now we're filming this later in the day on a Sunday after some of the campers have went home, but the park is still probably over 50% full right now, and over the weekend it was probably 90% full. So if you're planning on coming to Frankenmuth and you want to stay here in town, this is the spot to come to, and it's definitely one you want to make reservations for.
That's right.
So with that said, if you enjoyed our video today, please leave us a thumbs up. We do appreciate that. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do that and ring the bell. That way you'll know when all of our additional videos that are coming out here over the summer and into the fall months come out, and you won't miss a single one of them.
That's right. And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thanks for watching today.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media too.